Okay, so I recently started a new series called Baseball IQ where I break down different situations from games. I think it's really important for players to be able to watch those and learn. I think it's fun for fans of the game to watch and see how different situations unfold during a game. And I really enjoy coaching players, and I think one big thing, if you talk to coaches, they'll say that kids today probably watch way less baseball than they watched if you go back 20, 30 years ago. A lot of kids today watch highlights. They don't watch the game. And so the only way to really learn situations and learn the game is by watching the game. And so hopefully by breaking some of these things down, we'll be able to teach. And that way if the situation comes up for you in the game, you've already seen it before and you'll know how to execute it. Well, while going through those different situations, I stumbled across this play right here. So this is Rays versus the Diamondbacks. This is from a few weeks ago. There's 2 outs and Gurriel is on first base right here. So here's the pitch, and we're going to get a pop-up to shallow left center field. You're going to see the second baseman and the shortstop go for it. Center fielder and left fielder come in, and they all lose the ball in the roof. The ball ends up dropping. They pick it up, they throw home, and they just get Gurriel out right there. So here's the catch and the tag, and he's out by, just a couple of feet. And the thing is, if you're watching this game on TV, well, you don't see this perspective very much. And I think this view is awesome to be able to watch the entire play unfold. A lot of times on TV, if you were watching this, you would have just seen the ball drop in, and then they would have flashed to the plate, and you would have seen Gurriel thrown out right here, right? We just didn't get in there. And you really don't know exactly what happened other than, okay, the ball was lost in the roof, and they made it throw home, and we just got thrown out. But if we go back to this view right here, I just want you to watch Gurriel running the bases, because they say baseball and most sports are a game of inches. Now in this case, he's thrown out by maybe a couple of feet, but watch all of this opportunity right here to gain those feet back that he doesn't. So again, 2 outs. So when the ball's put in play, you know you're running, and you know you're running hard, or at least you should be. If we watch Gurriel, he's going to take his secondary. Here's the pop-up. And he's running at, I don't know what percentage that is, but it's got to be like 10%, right? So here it is again. He's barely walking, and then he starts to move a little bit quicker, and then right about here, he goes, oh, shoot, I got to run hard now. And think about all of that space between first and second that he had an opportunity to gain those feet back. He would have been safe by a ton. There probably would be no throw to home if he were running. And listen, I will say, in the big leagues, you play a lot of games, 162 games, and I was told by certain people that you have to learn when to turn it on and when to turn it off, because if you just play 100% every second of every game, well, it's tough to get through an entire season. Now, some people might even argue with that advice and say, that's terrible advice, just play the game as hard as you can every second of the day. And that's the way I coach it, again, at my level. I don't coach at the major league level. We play a lot less games, so you've got to play 100% every single play. But if you're in the big leagues and you're not going to play 100%, you can't play 20% or 30%. And on this play, even if he wasn't sprinting because he says, well, this ball's caught 99% of the time, if you're just running 80 or 90% of your max speed, you easily still make it. But again, you can't play at 20%, right? You can't just, that's 5%. You can't just assume the ball's going to get caught, especially when you know that the roof at Tropicana is tough and people lose balls in that roof. So I just wanted to show this. I thought it was interesting. Again, if you're playing, I recommend anytime you're running to run your best time. I'm not recommending that you don't play 100%. I think you should play 100% every single time that you run the bases. Again, the phrase we use is run your best time. That just means if I'm running as fast as I can. Because you're only probably going to get 4 at-bats in a game. You're going to strike out sometimes, so that limits your ability to run on the bases. And we're really only asking you to run a couple of sprints a game. I always compare it to basketball or football. Like, those guys are sprinting the whole game. So why can't we do it in baseball? At least that's my thought. Anyways, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. And we'll talk to you later.